My name is Mrs. Young. I like to make videos to teach you new things and to help you remember the things you already know. I'm glad you're here today.
Hi guys, how's everybody doing today? I hope you are all doing great. Today is Tuesday, February 13th in the year 2024. So if we look at our calendar, we are on Tuesday, February 13th in the year 2024. We finished one full week of February already, plus a couple of days, and we are now into the second week of February. Today, our lesson is going to be about President's Day. Not exactly about the presidents, though. When someone is elected to be the President of the United States of America, which is our country, where do they live? If you said they live in the White House, you're right, they do. If you said they live in Washington, D.C., you're right also, because the White House is in Washington, D.C. And in Washington, D.C., there are a bunch of monuments of past presidents. And a monument is something that looks like this. It's a statue, and it helps us remember somebody that has passed away, and usually somebody important or somebody who's famous or somebody who did something important. So this is a monument of President Lincoln, whose birthday was on the 12th, by the way. So today, our lesson is going to be about a little bit about Washington, D.C., and a little bit about some of the monuments that we might see if we ever visited Washington, D.C. Okay, guys, are you ready? Here we go.
February 19th is President's Day, which is a day to recognize President George Washington, President Abe Lincoln, and the lives of all of the United States presidents. Our president and other lawmakers live and work in Washington, D.C. In Washington, D.C., there are many important buildings and monuments. A monument is a statue or a building that reminds us of someone or something important. Let's take a look at some of these buildings and monuments. The Capitol building is where rules and laws are made. The White House is where the president lives. The Washington Monument is the tallest structure in Washington, D.C., and it was built to honor George Washington, the first president of the United States. The Lincoln Memorial is dedicated to Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president of the United States. Inside, you can see a large statue of Lincoln sitting on a throne and written words of some of his most famous speeches. The Thomas Jefferson Memorial is dedicated to Thomas Jefferson, the third president of the United States and the author of the Declaration of Independence. Inside this building, you can see a statue of Jefferson and learn about his many accomplishments. The Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial tells the story of President Roosevelt's leadership during the Great Depression and World War II. There are also many monuments dedicated to people besides presidents, including civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. and scientist Albert Einstein. There are many war and service memorials too, like the Vietnam Veterans Memorial and Arlington National Cemetery, where President John F. Kennedy is buried. These are just a few of the many places you can find in Washington, D.C. Each building, monument, and memorial is an important part of our American history.
Okay, guys, so I hope you learned a little bit about the national monuments that can be found in Washington, D.C. How many of you have ever visited there? How many of you have ever seen the White House? Or have been to any of the museums in Washington, D.C.? There's lots of museums that you can see anything from airplanes to dinosaur bones. So it is a very neat place to visit, and if you can't visit there, then you can always look it up on the internet and see lots of cool pictures. Or you can check out books from your local library. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you in our next video. Bye.